join 'em, but to beat 'em. Roger Ramjet, he's our man, hero of our nation. For his adventures, just be sure and stay tuned to this station. So come and join us, all you kids, for lots of fun and laughter, as Roger Ramjet and his men get all the crooks they're after. Roger Ramjet, he's our man, hero of our nation. For his adventures, just be sure and stay tuned to this station.
Today's phlegmatic episode begins at American Eagle headquarters, where Yank, Doodle, Dan, and Dee are settling down to watch one of their favorite TV shows, Space Dentist.
We interrupt this program for a news bulletin. The 13th National Bank has just been held up by a gang led by that internationally famous good guy and devil-may-care flying fool, Roger Ramjet.
Groveling ground loops, there must be some mistake. That couldn't have been Roger.
Suddenly, there was another startling news flash.
And here's another startling news flash. The Roger Ramjet gang has struck again. This time, they held up the 14th National Bank.
That's impossible. Roger could never do anything dishonest.
Maybe he wants to be the first honest bank robber.
Even the police were baffled. The chief put his best man on the case, Detective Sergeant Milton C. Sargent.
Detective Sergeant reporting, sir.
Well, Sergeant, what's your opinion of these robberies?
Well, I'd say they were definitely the work of thieves.
Oh, that's wonderful. Now, I want you to arrest Roger Ramjet and bring him in for questioning.
Yeah, well, that's easy, Chief. I know just where to find him. He's guest of honor at the annual policeman's picnic. They want him to throw out the first dragnet.
But unbeknownst to the police, the real leader of the robbery gang was none other than Noodles Romanoff, arch criminal and sworn enemy of Roger Ramjet and the American Eagles.
This plan of mine is working like a charm.
Like a charm.
Magic.
It's lots of little bit.
Terrible.
The cops don't even suspect us, thanks to this huge doll that looks exactly like Roger Ramjet. They think Ramjet's committing all the robberies. Pretty slick, huh?
Slick.
Yeah, filthy.
And at the policeman's picnic, Roger was just starting his speech when...
I want to commend all you men for the fine job you're doing. It's men like you who protect our citizens from the criminal element which stalks our country.
And even as Roger Ramjet was being dragged off to the calaboose, Noodles and his gang prepared to strike again.
Okay, check out the model once more.
I love you.
That's the wrong record, you void brain.
Ow! Ow! Pain! Hurting.
Meanwhile, the American Eagles got more bad news.
We interrupt this program to bring you more bad news.
I wonder what Roger did this time.
This time, Roger Ramjet has been arrested on suspicion of bank robbery.
Come on, gang, we've got to prove Roger's innocence.
But even as the brave Eagles rushed to Roger's defense, another daring holdup was taking place.
May I help you?
And over all the money, this is a stick-up. I am Roger Ramjet. This is a recording.
The alarm. We've been spotted. Let's get out of here.
Will you play with me?
And as the desperados emerged from the bank, the police were waiting.
Give it up. You haven't got a chance.
My name is Roger Ramjet.
Just then, Detective Sergeant and the real Roger Ramjet arrived on the scene.
Yo, what do you mean you're innocent? There you are shooting at a policeman. Well, you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
But how can that be me if I am me?
And at that precise moment, the American Eagles made their appearance.
Here we are, Roger. What can we do to help?
Hand me one of my proton energy pills. I'll need the strength of 20 atom bombs to solve this mess. Sorry to drag you into this, officer, but you leave me no choice. There you are. Noodles Romanoff was using that dummy to make all of you think I was the bank robber. Arrest them all.
Nice work, Roger. Roger?
Can I go home with you?
And so once again, the forces of evil have been foiled by that living doll, Roger Ramjet, and the American Eagles.
When Ramjet takes a proton pill, the crooks begin to worry. They can't escape their awful fate from proton's mighty fury. Roger Ramjet, he's our man, hero of our nation. For his adventures, just be sure and stay tuned to this station. So come and join us, all you kids, for lots of fun and laughter, as Roger Ramjet and his men get all the crooks they're after. Roger Ramjet, he's our man, hero of our For his adventures, just be sure and stay tuned to this station.